Hi there, welcome back to a new episode. In this one, we're giving all of my personal forecasts and predictions for AMC going into the next week. So guys, if you might enjoy this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe because we're covering what I personally believe AMC could do in the next 5 days. Well, please do take into account the fact that I am not a financial advisor, so I definitely recommend that you do your own research. But with that being said, if you will enjoy this episode, please remember to leave a like and subscribe because you will also be helping the channel to grow, which would be a massive support. With that being said, we're not wasting a second more, we're just going to jump straight into the episode. So yeah guys, AMC over the past 5 days has seen quite a lot of volatility. Now I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing because we have been selling off and that kind of was to be expected because we have seen quite a big increase over the past few days. Even if we look at this one over the past month, you can see that we are still up by 156%. So it is quite a big increase. I think, you know what, from those highs up here of about $20, it was expected that this one was going to sell off by a significant amount, and that was the case. We have lost about 71% of the share price from those initial highs. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think where we are sat right now does definitely present a very interesting, positioning going into next week, because you know what, for about the 9th here, you can see at this low point, the stock price has actually gone up ever since, and now we're sat with about a 5% increase from that low point on the 9th. So the question for the stock going into next week is, are we going to see some more growth, and is this one going to break into the positive realms in share price? Well, personally guys, I definitely think that next week is hopefully going to be in the green for AMC. I think it would be safe to say that this sell-off does look like it's coming to an end. We've seen this sell-off be continued for quite some time now. I think it is, expected that this one is hopefully going to come back into the green in the next week. Now, when we talk about percentages and how much I personally believe it's going to go up by, I don't think it's going to be too significant, to be honest. I think it is going to be a relatively small increase, and I don't think that's a big thing at all, or an important thing at all, because obviously, guys, if you'd have bought AMC quite a while ago, you'd have probably bought this one at a significantly higher price, and at that point, guys, I did say that AMC was pretty risky, but you know what? There's no point talking about the past. Let's talk about what we can see happening in the future. I think in the next 2 weeks, AMC stock definitely could see a bit of recovery, and don't get me wrong guys, people are still talking about the potential of this one exploding. I think that potential is definitely still there, but I think it's more likely than not that AMC will remain pretty stable for some time. So if you are looking to get into this one for a quick profit, I'd definitely advise against it. I mean, yes, the potential absolutely is there, but even then, it would be more of a speculative play. I think if you get into AMC now guys, you definitely need to be in it for the fundamentals, in my personal opinion. I think even then, it is a pretty risky stock to be getting into, but honestly I would like to see next week be quite positive for this one. I think now we are looking at the best entry point that we have been seeing for a quite significant amount of time, and I think it's absolutely fantastic that it is starting to level out, or at least appears to be starting to level out. I think if this is the case, if it does remain pretty flat for the next few days or so, we will hopefully start to see AMC come back into the green by a small amount, and I think if it does start to come back into the green on the Tuesday, on the Wednesday, it may actually attract more investors who were looking at AMC previously, and actually maybe they will want to buy more shares of AMC, which definitely could boost the share price going forwards. So I definitely think next week is going to be pretty positive for AMC. I would like to see that happen. I think it would be a fantastic thing if it was to be the case, but it's just a bit hard to say guys. But ultimately, if you are investing in AMC, I definitely think it is more of a speculative play. I think that you do need to be aware of that, but honestly guys, definitely the best price point that we have seen for AMC in quite a while, in my opinion. I'd definitely be the happiest to buy AMC that I would have been for the past few weeks, but I don't think that's necessarily the best thing, because yes, it could explode, it definitely could, but I think that's extremely unlikely, or at least if it was to happen, it is quite risky that it could not happen. So of course guys, you do need to be aware of the risk, but if you do have the faith in AMC, I think now is one of the best price points that you could have gotten. But honestly guys, it could explode, but obviously there is a chance that it could not. Please tell me what you think this one's going to do down in the comment section. Personally, I would not be betting on the chances of it exploding. I would definitely still avoid AMC stock unless I was investing in this one for the long term, but I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments. So of course we will be looking at AMC some point in this week, so please make sure to join us again. As to not miss out, you can just leave a like and subscribe, because then YouTube will notify you when we make a new video. With that being said though, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.